Right, so then 3 of the lords to be put down, and it's not that horrible mess, so that, I'm quite amazed by that. Obviously that doesn't mean to say we won't put one of those super duper windmills down for the other things, but for what we're wanting now, the lord's one has got a very nice small footprint. I've gone past it. I always often miss seeing it. That's there. Right, so yeah, it's got the 25. It's starting to get. That's going to make a bit of a chunk. Right, I think we're gonna do these. Now that, am I gonna go? Then I think we're gonna spin them the opposite way round, like that, so that the middle's, yeah. Stick the other one almost like that. No, I don't think so. I think I'd sooner do this. Yeah, I knew this one would be. This one's going to do weird things to the ground level, I think. Yeah, no, that's not going to matter enormously. Let's sooner do it like that. Yeah, and let's do a bit of softening where those two meet, if it will let me. Right, okay, so 3 of the lords. Can't believe that they're going to be... That's not terrible. Right, okay, so we have 3 of these for doing our... Let's just check. There's still a bit to do there, actually. Yeah, that's didn't do quite as... Ah, and I'm in the way again, aren't I? Soften. Next size up. It's a slight amount of lifting, but it, yeah, oh dear, more than slight. It's only trouble when you get mods so close to each other. Okay, let's do a little tiny bit of lifting. Is that as small as you can get? It won't let me do it because it's in the middle of the two. Will it let me do level? That's about as good as it's going to get. It's not going to let me do it because they're too close together. It doesn't appear at all. Oh, hang on. That's okay. That's... I don't think it will though. Let's try. It's where they meet. It's always where they meet where you get these difficulties. It is. I don't think there's anything we can do about that. It's always going to be horrible. I tell you what we'll do. No, let's do this a different way. Because we've got to live with this forever. Let's... Yes. Let's level the ground from this one here. Because we know it's that area there. So let's do that now. I'd sooner level from there. Bigger. Still never find this works properly. Let's have a go. Yeah, let's lift that slightly. floating anymore. Right, production. The lords. Right, okay. Why would you let me place it last time? Am I that object? That is the question. Is it me? Is that sign floating? It is. Right, okay. Let's just put a blob under that. A lift. It's a lot. Now let's put that back down. Why does it always go away from there? Now then, now that is better. Yeah, they are. Yeah, I've done something nasty to those though. Right, let's get this right. We've got an awful lot of damage down here. But yes, there's always going to be a casualty. But I'm sure I should be able to do a bit of lifting. It wouldn't matter if it was built on an embankment, would it really? It's not far off. Still a ball. Wow. That's nasty. Let's just see if we can do anything about that, because that is horrible. Let's see whether it'll. I don't think it'll let us use the leveling tool here. No. Oh, no, maybe. Yeah, it goes down there, and but yeah, there's only that one floaty pole there. Let's just see if we can fix that one. Like this, I know you can never get it perfect. Right, I think that's it. Let's try and smooth that here, because that is awful. Let's get one bigger. Don't want any sinkholes. Right, I think that's about as good as it gets, but at least these two are nice and level. I think I'm reasonably happy with that. We can still get to the fuel tank, which is not as awful as it was. We've got obviously different levels, which is probably the way you would build it. Does that look alright? Yeah, it's a bit sharp, but we have a bit of damage here. Right, okay. That's typical. Let's see if we can fix this where these meet. Do you know there's always... smooth a little. We'll do all that we've just done, of course. No, I'm happy. It's not perfect, but it never will be. But it's not bad. We haven't got any horrible lips or any horrible floaty bits. I am going to turn these all on off camera, but what we're going to do now is we've got our 3 of those. That's almost going to process all that we need. Now we're going to jump over there. I don't do this very often now, but it is, yeah. So now we need to do the land baker. Right, I'm going to save it because obviously I haven't seen this since. Yeah, I'm happy with those. Now I'm going to save it, and we are going to put the land bakery down. It does tell you clearly that it has been changed, so I have a nasty sneaky feeling that the land bakery is going to really have taken a horrible hit, which is such a shame. It was so fantastic. I mean, it was 5 times better than the industrial bakery, which I suppose, although as I said last time, German bakers, yeah, that is a point actually. On the bakery side of the Lords, yeah, I know it isn't as good because I've done this as a bakery a long while back. Right, 48 times 45. Wow, it takes 90. Cool. 48 times 45. That does 2 tons of bread a month, which is not a lot. It really isn't. Right, okay, so then, and now, the proper bakeries. I know the industrial does 10 tons, so that's 5 times the amount of the Lords. How much does the land bakery do now? That is what I want to know. It really is. How much have you been nobbled? Yes, that is what I want to know. Let's stick you over there. And well, we know how much the other one does, so let's not put that one down, there's no point. Let's see how the land bakery is now. We can obviously switch these on as bread as well, which is just another 6 tons per month. Right, so how have you been nobbled? How badly? Oh, come on, land bakery bread. 24 tons. That's still an awful lot better. It's just right, I am right, aren't I? It's times 100. You add 2 zeros. That is definitely correct. 2,400 times 100 is 240,000 litres, which is 24 tons. Yeah, so it has been nobbled, but not terribly. Well, we know the other's only 10.8, so that is an awful lot better. I can live with that. We've still got to put water in, I realise that, but we will do. So if that is going to, yeah, that is better than the other one. So, I like the improvements. It's a lovely cream colour now instead of the orange. That's beautiful. And Baccarat. Hos gemacht. Warren. Hos gemacht. Yeah, I don't know actually. You know, there is a lot of in the back of the throat like French, isn't there? So I probably have got that right. I don't know. Right. So then, now what we're going to do is, yeah, we are going to put the water fill, and we are going to leave something down here to actually do this. Yeah, in fact, yeah, we are. This is true. We've always said this. We definitely need to. It's not that. It's buildings and it's containers. We are going to leave the super duper one, and we are going to press the V key for that ability to stick that where we like. So right next door, which you would do, and then you would literally fill that like that. So we're going to bring in something, a tanker that is going to keep this. Oh, actually, no, we're not. I shouldn't have done that. No, I should. I know what we're going to do. We are going to put another second mod, which is the distributor. So we're going to fill the distributor, which is going to be right next door to that. This is a fantastic mod. I love the idea of this. Not the outhouse. Where are you? The water distributor. So we're going to go right next door to that, so that can, yeah, literally like so. And because of that, we're going to do a bit of painting. So, I think some of that would be really noticeable. Maybe not. What about you? Oh yeah, that is noticeable. And there. And we'll stick a bit of paint. Ooh. And some, let's do... Ooh, that's nowhere near where I did it. That's more like it. Right, okay. Now I think we can stick the interactive zone markers off. We will get a tanker, and that is the point. Should we use... Yeah, let's switch these off. I know this is a lot of waffling, but this is importance to the farm. This is not me just trying to chitter-chatter for the sake of chattering. It is us getting... We've got 1,000,000 litres of stuff to get rid of. And I want to make sure this is done right. Now this can do 20... Now that's the point. Is that enough? 24 tonnes a month, and the others was producing... I think we need 2 of these, don't we? 48, 13, 14.4, which is 40 tonnes. We do. We need 2 of the Lambacarais. Okay. Yeah, we've got to do it on a scale, it is true. We're going to need to... No point in having... No. Oh, have I put the wrong? No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Do we stick it just straight next to right? Almost like same again. We don't need to do the water thing. Just stick that like that. The 2 of those should cope with the 3 of the windmills. Well, the equivalent. Yeah, so that is enough now to should be, if my mathematics is correct, which this is me, should be enough. We need to get all of this switched on. I'm going to do that all off camera because that is boring stuff, it really is. And what we're going to do is next session, because this probably has been a small session, I'm going to just keep it a small one, and then next session we're going to get some of that stuff into those all-in-ones so that we can get this business churning. Yeah, we've got all of that thing. We've spent a fortune, yeah, well over a couple of 100,000, but we've got 3 new windmills and 2 bakeries. We are going to need more going forwards. We do need more dairies. We do, although that is the point. Yeah, let's have a quick look at that. They aren't bad, little dairies. The all-in-ones. 48 times 130. Let's just... 48 times 130 is 6.2 tonnes of butter, which is 18 tonnes of butter. And about half of that of cheese. So about 9 tonnes of cheese on top of the Milmons. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's all in one. Milmond. Where are you? Butter. That's 9. It's about 12 tonnes and 5 tonnes of cheese. And it would be, we will, yeah, we know we're going to do sugar. We're going to buy some sugar in there for now. Right. Okay, so I'm going to switch all of that little lot on. I'm going to make them so that they all are churning out as much bread, including the all-in-ones as well. But we are going to distribute to all things. And we're going to put these on selling. We're going to sell our product. And, or do we... For once, just to show, it is a lot of... We have already got the big low loader. We could grab that, but the trouble is the Lamb Bakery. It is the fact that it's... Mind you, they do go into that invisible place, so we could keep grabbing them and going over there with them, I suppose. But I prefer to sell them and to let the magic people do the work in the background. Yeah, our paid labourers that we can't see, that actually take that and sell it. That's what I like to do, because that means it takes one element and leaves me to be a farmer, and leaves the little selling people that we've got working in the background doing all of the selling. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this little lot on. Next session we're going to start shifting the thing, and also we are going to oh, a butterfly. Oh wow, see, this one's not quite so shy. That is absolutely beautiful. JMGaming, that is absolute. It is beautiful, it truly is. I can now actually, in fact, let's have a look. That is a point. I've done all of this work. Mind you, the placeables won't be affected. I do know how to move my XMLs. The only trouble is it will affect, and you know, we have actually harvested, haven't we? Yeah, I will have a word, because this is right. We have harvested all of our fields. Now what I can do, it is going to muck a lot of things up though. I can update the map. I can. It will mean though that how JMGaming set those fields up is exactly how they will be, which means when I place my cow barn down, I'm going to have to have already raised the level of that ground on CP3 so it is high enough to compensate for where the cow yard will go. Because the one thing is, however JMGaming sets the ground level, all of the levels and all of the objects he puts on, is exactly how I'm going to get it if I leave the ground level and I update the map, which I have done that. If I do that on my save game and move all of my placeables and all of my vehicles into the map, I won't do any damage to the map. I'll have everything exactly where it is, but I then have to come and I will have to chop all trees that have been chopped down. Obviously we've put some placeables up there, so I would have to do it in stages, and it is a lot of work. It really is. I don't mind doing that, of course. I'm not for 1 minute saying I'm not going to do that. But now is the perfect time to do it, because we've harvested. Now if I'd have done that normally, in fact, if I remember rightly, CP3, the courses, my Courseplay courses, they will come with me. They will. But the contents of the field, if JMGaming has, now what month are we starting now? Now August. Now that is perfect. Whenever you load a new map and it starts in August. So actually, I've got to be honest, this makes the perfect time for doing the work. I am going to do it. We're going to make that thing. I'm going to save the game now. And what we're going to do is I'm going to do the update by shifting my XMLs. But I may well bring you in stages to show you what is going to happen, and also to show you that, yeah, obviously the river is going to be here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to need to change this in stages, because the first time you see me it will be on a new save game, and it will be just as it was in the one where I showed you all of the beauty spots on the map. I will be on new farmer. Then in stages I need to chop all the trees down that we've chopped, remove all of the fences can be moved at our leisure, although they can't where the productions are that we've just placed, because if we did that we'd have them going into the fences and that would probably cause problems. But yeah, it's going to be done in stages. So I'm going to shut my waffling up now, and I should probably start the cameras. I'll back my save up, of course, so that all the items, the placeables and all of the vehicles are all saved in that. And then I'm going to do a new farmer start, and then I'm going to transfer my items once we've done. May well lease also the money. I've got to write that down, because that is what we've got. And obviously I'll start with 100,000. So this is our money, 589,203. To get all of the ground levels to the level that they are now, though, that is our money. Any work we need to do to get the levels to what they are now is free, because obviously I've already done it and I've already paid for it on this map. This is just a way of, within the game mechanics, us getting things back to how they are. So every single placeable that we've got will all appear in these places. Now that's not a problem for here because this is all level and nice, but at the farm, we just whisk back there, all of that work we've just done with the lorts, all of that chopping of the trees down, that will all need doing again. Because that's, yeah, we're going to come back in and we'll be a new farmer. So even these, I'm going to have to have dug out the mountain and all sorts of things. Or otherwise, you're going to have these filled with earth. So there's quite a lot for me to do in different stages. And I may well forget, might well have to put the variance back down again, because I'll probably get that wrong and forget about doing that correctly. Now there is one thing that is better. We do need to move the trees, but I have said this because on Hobo's Hollow I've done this. If you put placeables in a position on a new game, you don't get any of this horribleness. It actually puts them, but it doesn't put any of the skirts in. So if you were to put, if this was grass here and I was to put these in, because they're placed by the game in a specific place, there's none of this levelling horribleness. It really isn't. It actually fits perfectly well, but you don't get any of this concrete. It literally puts you straight on the ferns or straight wherever you like. So it could be better, but it might be worse. So I'm going to do it, and we'll do it in stages so that you can see what I mean of how you transfer your items and everything else into a game. And obviously we will then have to move a lot of the fencing again that we have moved at different stages. Anyway, enough waffling. Now let me get to work. I shall see you shortly. Hello and welcome back. Right, now then, you will know this is New Farmer. We start with 100,000 and we have, let me just put a bit of speed on so I can show you. We are right back to, yeah, having grass here, having meadow grass here. Let's have a quick look at all of the, yeah, we're back to all of the original things, including the horse field as we know, with all of that bits and all of those, yeah, that all of the bits of fencing and everything all the way around it. So that is all back. Now I'm not going to cheat, because what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of these, but we are not keeping the money. No, not as in like we are going to get rid of all of these bits and bobs, which is selling them now, but we're not going to keep that. But I have got to get rid of them from where they are, because if I leave these in, all of these collectibles, then when my stuff does come in, it is going to mean, so we keep the house, get rid of that as we did last time. We also need to get rid of an awful lot of this fencing here, as we know. The items that are immaterial is pretty much this entire section actually on this side. Doesn't matter so much on the other side for now. Right, and yeah, these trees, I think we may lease the tree be gone for now. That's enough. Yeah, I do. I think it'd be quicker now then. So we need to get rid of items wise, because my list of items is already, yeah, it's already sort of done. So it doesn't matter what we sell, and we'll keep both of those for now. It doesn't matter because this is immaterial. The amount of money we've got right now, again, isn't going to matter, because I'm going to replace that. We're not going to have that. We are, yeah, we do need to get rid of that. Otherwise, that is going to appear on the list of. No, it isn't. That is true, actually. My items, I'm not risking it. I might be right or I might be wrong. If I get short of anything in those places, we need to get rid of that fence there. That's going to be affecting things. Now obviously you'll notice the trees are all back, because I say this is just as JMGaming left it, so we need to get rid of all of this really would, yeah, it doesn't matter if we do. We did leave some of this, but you know, we will open this up this time completely. Right to the edge of that, of the house, I think. It's hard for me to get to those on that angle. Smashing. Now then, let's just show you. We're going to zip across the map because it allows you to do this very quickly in this mode. Just want to show you the river because this is obviously new. Yeah, we should be able to see the river if I'm in the right place, of course. Ah, there we go. It's there. There we go. That is the river, the proper river. So this is a proper new map. It is, because it wasn't on mine, if you remember. Smashing. So there you go. This is a new map. So what we'll do is I'm going to get the tree begun. I'm going to literally tear this down. I'm going to do the same over here. Save the game. Then I'm going to put my objects in and show you what's going to happen when they come in. But I do need to, yeah, let's, in fact, we've got a pretend amount of money here. Let's just literally get the tree begun. We'll buy it because this is immaterial. It's not going to appear in my items. It's just us using it now. We have legitimately in us in an alternate reality. We have, yes. Oh, I didn't realise the log platform had got that. Tree begun. We'll buy you, yes. Right, let's grab the big one. Yes, I am in first person perspective always. We are stuck in that mode and I'm happy to be in that mode. I'm trying to get used to this. This is DD Mod Passion script that only allows you to do that because I'm trying to be ultra professional. I'm trying to just do this and I thought there's no better way than me just... Right, anyway, I'm not going to bore you with me doing this. We are going to literally rip all the trees down that we need to do. So I am going to see you. Next time you see me, what I'm going to have done is I'm going to brought in all of the objects that, yeah, we need. All of my items, all my placeables. You will also note, I'll just quickly show you, we only own... Oh, actually, we own exactly the same amount of fields as we did before. They are mine. And you'll notice the Courseplay courses. It has retained those because that's in a separate folder, the Courseplay ones. So yes, should have all of my courses if I remember rightly, because these are saved externally, not in the save games per se. Yeah, they're in a different folder. Right, smashing. So I shall stop recording. I'm going to get rid of all of the trees that we need to get rid of, and then I am going to move my items into the new place and show you. Yeah, so it's placeables. Farmlands I don't need to touch because it is exactly as is, although I will know at a point I have bought the other field as well, so I shall just move the farmland XML file as well, which will give me all of the fields I was entitled to that we did buy before, and my vehicles, and there's three things: placeables, vehicles, farmlands. That's the three XMLs that need shifting, which then keep the ground layer exactly as JMGaming has got all of the new updates. And yeah, you shall see me when I've done all of that. So I'm going to see you shortly. Right, just thought I'd let you see my progress. I have this time, yeah, oh, that's a bit of more than miss there. I've got rid of all of these. I am going to replant though. I have said this is not me. Yeah, I've literally done all of this here. Yeah, apart from that one for some reason. Yeah, there's a miss there. I've got all of this down to where pretty much we did it before. Removed all of the fences from here and removed all of our buildings. I've got autosave on. Forgotten, it does all of your settings need actually changing, because yeah, it will have them all on, and I didn't want that on at present because in case anything went wrong. We want that on normal. I will change these settings because it is true, it does everything back to new farmer start. So I just thought I'd quickly show you this. I'm going to go down to the field. This money, obviously, as I said, I'm going to get all levels correct and all the rest of it so that everything is okay. I need to have sold the animals, and yeah, that is true. We need to have changed the level on this field to go over the the land. I'm going to do all of that. Shall I show you that or not? I've already shown you. We'll go on that premise. Let's sell all of these. Have I got any animals to begin with? I can't remember. I don't think you have you? Right. Let's just get rid of everything on here because we know we would be doing this afresh. Sell. Yes, it doesn't matter about the money, is it? Because the money is going to be put back exactly as is. So we're not making money from this. It was when I put my money back in, it's going to replace anything like this. Yeah, that's right. It wouldn't let me do that, would it? So now we need to do the level again. I said I wasn't going to show you this, and I am. Right, I am. That is true. I'm going to have done this. I'm going to make the level and bury that lot under a massive, massive amount of ground level. Yeah, going to go right over here. Make quite a large level. It's going to would cost us probably that £1.5 million. Right, I'm going to also get rid of those. No, are those trees on our land? Let's have a look. No, actually I'm going to leave them. I don't want to be chopping. Yeah. Right, so the ground level is going to change quite a lot. So we're going to sweep this hill straight over that, I think. Looking at this logically and take an awful lot of this chunk of money out. So I'm going to see you shortly. I shall show you the end results. So, see you shortly. Just thought I'd quickly show you that this is how much £1.5 million worth of work is. That there is £1.5 million worth of levelling. That is a lot of money. There's one post that's misbehaving. Yeah, that single post, no matter what I do, it does not want to get rid of it. It just sits there. So yeah, it really is not sure not sure I can handle it. Right, I'm going to literally stick in another £1.5 million, because this is, as I said, this is us. Is that? Yeah, it is £1.5 million. Beginning to doubt myself. Right, I'm going to show you when I've actually got this finished, but I just wanted to show you how much £1.5 million goes. So I'm going to see you shortly. Right, I think I'm happy with that. I found a way of using the leveling tool to try to create landscapes that are a little bit more realistic. I used the leveling like a sweeping tool, and it's got proper type sort of bits and bobs here. I'm quite happy with this. They've got obviously the bit for sticking the animals in, which I might have to level a little bit better. There's a few gimmicks. But this I did by design. It's literally going down in waves. But yeah, it needs a bit of softening. I think it's a little bit too angular, but I was quite pleased with the effect, although it always looks nicer from above until you start to look at it. So we'll soften it. I say that's still a problem. I don't know what. Yeah, I can't. There's nothing I can do about it. But here I'm quite pleased with this. He says it doesn't look that nice now when you actually start to look at that. Let's just use a bit of softening and then have another look. Yeah, because that is really awful. We'll use the big softening as well, I think. Yeah, because that is awful. It really is. Let's make some of those gimmicks less. Some of these horrible ones here. Get them to move into each other a little. Some of those are horrible. Especially this bit here. Yeah, I didn't spend so much this time. That was put it up to £1.5 million again, I think it was. I'm sure that was right. So this time it is higher than the last time though. So should be able to stick the. In fact, yeah, we can have a look. It is animals, and it would be the Royal Christie one, which is that one there. And it was that. Yeah, that's a lot better. Probably we'll put it. Yeah, because we know. Let's see. Slurry bit is over there. That is still going to be expensive, but It's going to go exactly where it was before. Obviously this is before I put placeables in, my placeables, so I've got to hope that it may well still muck around with this when it puts it down. Obviously that post, I don't know what's going to happen with that. All of the placeables that we've got, all of the horse yards, the horses and everything will go down there. One thing I am going to do is, that's new equipment. Yeah, it is. Anderson. Right, okay, I think I've cut down every tree. I've got this level down here-ish. Yeah, I have. I did a little bit here, like we did originally. This, I haven't... I just leveled that, so it's gone over those again. But once we've put all of our placeables down, our particular placeables, everything will be as it was before. The only thing is, JMGaming's changed this, hasn't he, somewhat? There's like a couple of tracks. We may need to muck around with the gates and this, but yeah, there's this track now that wasn't on before, which you can see this is obviously the new field edge and everything. So right, so when you see this next time, we should adjust the money, the placeables and everything should be back to how I had it. So yeah, obviously I'm going to do this in stages. I'm going to show you next that little bit. So we've got rid of all of this fence up to here. It's true. Actually, yeah. Now that is the one thing that doesn't actually carry across. That is your chainsaw, strangely enough. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, let's get rid of me, and we'll just get rid of that bit of wood that's lying around. No, nothing like that. Smashing. Okay, I think that's everything. So next time, these items should go, because these won't be our vehicles. I mean, some of them will, because we've still got some of them, but what I mean is all of the vehicles that aren't ours will disappear, and all of the things that are ours will reappear next time you see the camera. So I shall see you shortly. Hello, and welcome back. Now you will notice, again, this is... yeah, we didn't get this on ROMBOZ Hollow, but then, yeah, this is... you will notice that the ground level is different. I did say about the painting's gone. Now, I may have to lower the grounds to make these appear, because obviously the ground level is set as JMGaming set it. Well, obviously when we place these, this did something to the ground, which now, they will still work, and obviously... yeah, obviously the grates and that disappear. That's the point, the grates do disappear. We shall see. We shall see if this still works or not, because if the ground level is below where... see, that's alright. It is. There's some things that are better and some things that are worse, I find, but you don't get any of the horrible angular bumps that you get normally. We did get one thing that didn't work nicely on ROMBOZ Hollow, and you don't get any painting, no concrete at all. Now that's the first time I've seen that. Again, that's ground level. So we're going to need to do something about that, because we have a floating BGA. Because the ground level is exactly as JMGaming set it, so that means we need to raise that. Certain bits are going to be higher, and certain bits are going to be lower. Most of this is better though, but there's obviously a lot of painting that we need to do. The money is still obviously as it was last time you saw. This is the bit that I'm wanting to see, the Bavarian pack. How did they go? How did they... now yeah, now that is nicer, because they sort of set into the actual thing, but what are they like at the front? Ah, they're floating. Yeah, and we need to... yeah, I suppose we just do a bit of levelling and a bit of lifting in places. Yeah, this is... yeah, the level of that is exactly as it would be. So, yes, I can see... yeah, most things are as they were. All of our places, you will note, though, that are exactly where we left them before. There will be some damage. Now, that's floating, so again, we need to raise that, and there's no painting there. there should be these, but I'm not sure how this is going to affect. Obviously, the grass is exactly as is. We're going to need to do a lot of work on this to make this work. And now that's remembering the fact that we removed those. Now there's a few trees back that I'd forgotten about these. So there's trees that need moving there. Obviously we're going to need to rip the fields up again. This time we will literally use the ploughs. This is the bit that I'm interested in because the ground level is completely different. So is this going to be buried up to the roof? Not up to the roof. Not far off. Okay, right, that's interesting. We may have to do something rather drastic about this. Now that is weird. It is. Wow, that's actually bought old fence. No, it is part of the Rory Christie one. Is it? Or is it? No, this is not, is it? Wow, this is, yeah, now that is odd. That's much worse than I anticipated it would be. But we shall see what we can do about that. These are all back and these shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, they're not awful. Yeah, the roads, obviously there's no painting at all. That's the one thing that is completely, that's not too bad. Yeah, that was fairly level. That's a bit floaty in places. So yeah, there's some casualties. I did expect that. Not quite that. That's the worst. That really is terrible. Yeah, that definitely needs fixing. We shall see what we can see about that. Definitely. Ooh, the HCZ is buried badly. Right, so we should, yeah. Trying to think, did I back up the old saves? Maybe easier if we just actually fix. Yeah, actually that's true. I just want to have a run right across. There's not an awful lot. The cow yard is the worst. The Rory Christie one. We may have to. I can't sell the animals though. Yeah, the reason I did this was obviously because of the fact that, oh, well that's nice. Oh, well that saves us one bit of ploughing to do then. Excellent, that's nice. And it's even remembered the fences, our fences that were shifted. And for that, so that's good. Yeah, almost all things are okay. Is the only things that are different is the proper ground level obviously now has been retained, so there's some bits that are floating in the middle of nowhere, as we can see, but most things are the same, so we're alright for the main. There's obviously a bit of work we need to do. So this is now a track. Excellent. Right, okay then, in that case what I should be doing is I'm going to be, next time you see this, yeah, there will be a lot of work that's been done. We shall get leveling. We might have to sell these and re-level. I might have to. I can't see that we can actually do any leveling with all this stuff in there. Although, yeah, we shall see. I'm going to do that off camera because it is mega boring stuff. It really is. And there's a bit of work to do there. An awful lot of work to do there, definitely. And the worst one of all, the BGA and the animal thing, they need some work as well. I'm going to do that next time though. I'm not, yeah, it's been a monster session. We might not appear to have done much work. Let's just go down and see, visit that little lot, just see, make sure this should be alright. I can't see this being, the only thing is, as I said, yeah, there's no painting. Yeah, mind you, I don't know that these ever did have that much. No, there was a bit though, but yeah, that's the thing we're going to do. We'll add all that type of painting on everything, but yeah, there's not too much. A little bit more on the Rory Christie one. That's the thing that has got me the worst, but yeah, it is what it is now. All vehicles should be as is in our garage. We shouldn't have any missing. We should have everything, yeah. And they should all be exactly the same age. That one is 33 months old and that one is 12 months old. Exactly as should be. And we should have every item that we bought before. Now where's the point? What is in the sales? Because it's a complete, this is random. Totally random. Now that's interesting. It is. I tell you for why. That one actually is. Now, that is a point. Let us go back to the farm. I think we might buy that. Remember, we need a header for our tractor. We do. For our tractor, we don't at all. We need a we need a header for the harvester even. Right. Okay, well that is fortuitous. And of course it's yellow. That was my point. We shall have the shop deliver this massive header. We shall indeed buy that at that price. That is amazing, because that should be able to cope up. I think it... Did we use a 13.7 or did we... No, we did, didn't we? And it's a draper as well. Do we need any more tractors? No, I don't think we do. Although... Shall we buy the Lintrack? I want a tractor down at... That's a very good value tractor. Remember, you're going to need to adjust the money. Let me just write that. I can check, can't I? And I'm on dollars. Substandard front ladder attacher. No buy. 60,147. Right, I'm going to write that down because we need to. Let's adjust the money. Minus, right, that's right, we left at 1,068,636. I'm doing this on camera because I want you to see me do this, and then I'm going to put back the normal money, but I also need to adjust it by what we've just spent. Right, 0. Now we need to add back. Oh, frog in throat. Right, add 589,000. Can't read my own writing. 203, 503 sounds right. That's what we had. We just spent 61, and in fact, yeah, let's have a look. That's obviously the one thing. The statistics are going to be all wrong because this is the first year. Obviously, we've literally played for 49 minutes in total on this. That's all of the work I've done, and we're in the first year. This is completely, yeah, different. Money though, this should tell us what we've just bought. New vehicles, 151,000. It's 565. So, using my calculator, let's deduct. Oh, no, I don't need to do that at all. I'll just take that away from the F12 key. F12. Making things more complicated than they need to be. Minus 151,565. Smashing. The levelling is going to be done for free, so that is what we've got left. 437,938. We will, of course. Now, the one thing to note in these is you will notice they have got what they had in before. Yeah, they do. That's the one beauty of this. When you have a production, it has exactly what it had in it before. The levelling is going to be for free because we did that already, all of the levels. So me reducing the thing, what you'll see when I've done this, if I add 1,000,000, I'll be putting this back. Let me write that down. 437,938 is what we will have when I have done all of the levelling and fixing and all of that type of thing. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about the Rory Christie 1-1. That is going to be the difficult one. That is quite awful. It is. That's the one I'm worried about because it's obviously also got animals in it as well, but we should sort something out. Anyway, I am going to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you're going to continue with me on this journey. And I want to say goodbye for now.